Okay, Tracy, we're going to walk through these licks I've sent you. There's a few different licks we talked about. We're going to start right at the top. I'll tell you which one I'm doing and we'll walk through it. The first one we have is the G major scale, and we went through this several times the other day. Start on the 3rd fret, and I show all the notes there. You slide up, 3rd fret, same string, 5th fret, 7th fret, 3rd, 5th, 7th, next string, next string, next string. So you've got 3 pairs right there. You start there, then you go 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, all in a row. And then you slide up. Now we're at 9, 7, 9, and then we hit the middle one. So let's go over that. Or 10, and that's where we bend. And you can see those notes in a row on 8, 9, and 10 on the E string. I start actually on the B, and it's a yellow note on the page, and that's where you bend. And if you want to know where the bend, what it should sound like, go up to the 12th fret. That's what the sound you want. So you go, and all you have to do is just reach it. Actually, do not even. And on that same thing, if you do that bend and put your pinky down right on the last string, you get that country thing. Up, hold the bend, hit the pinky on the last string, same fret, and then hit the bending string, and then hit the note on the 8th fret. So you bend up, you hit the last string with your pinky, and then hit the other string again, let it pull down, and drop down 2 frets. So we'll start at the top. First thing, slide up. Now we're going to have 3 pairs. So, and slide up, same pairing, except we're going to go to the middle here. Now on the page, I actually showed that 12th note, so the part of the scale that is. So that should cover that. And it's good to walk forwards and backwards. And all I'm doing there is I'm going playing the G string. So that's starting there on the 9th fret, G string, and then 8th fret, B string, 2 frets up, bend, and back to the 8th fret, B string. So that should cover that. And you can see it's actually shown on the tab on the second part of that. So what we just did is shown the notes here on this piece on your document and on the tab, and we just walked through the tab, and it actually says bend to the 10th fret right there. So you've got it both ways. Now we'll work on the second piece of this, and it's also got the tab here, so you can't go wrong. You've got both pieces to look at. I put some yellow in there, but this is the one that sounded with the double notes. And if you look at the tab, you start on the 5/7. The best way to do this is lay your finger down on all 3 strings and put your finger on the on the D string, and you're hitting the 5/7. The first 2 notes, if you look at the tab, are 5/7, and the second 2 notes are 5/5 on the G and the E string, and the next 2 notes are 5/7 on the G and the E string, and then you slide up, and then back to the 5/5 on the G and the E, and then the 7/5 on the D and the 5, and the D and the B. Now you remember that? And what we're working on when we're doing this is the A. Now I gave you the scales, the 3 scales I wanted you to work on. They're all different positions for an A minor. So when I finish the next piece of this, I'm going to play a little A minor stuff and let you just work on your lead. You can work on that lick, and you can work on that. That's the one. You remember the scale? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like little pairs there. This is not from the page we're looking at. This is from the scale of A minor. And you remember that scale because you're going to want to play a little lead with that, and you can also integrate the Now, the next is actually also integrated with the same licks. You can also play on the last second page. We've got some of the doubling. And before we do that, this same lick we also did way up here in a G. Easier to do because strings are open. And if you look at the tab, the next to the last tab has 2nd fret on the D string, open B, so you're alternating strings. And you can go up. And I showed it on the tab like and there's not really any just want to mix that up in there. Remember the G lead, we're playing an E here. That's just the same as our A down here, except we're in a different key. Up here we're playing the G, the E. So if you were playing that lead, playing that with a lead, you might want to play it to something like that's that G, and we're just practicing doing that same as we did the A. Now back to the A. The last thing we look at are double notes. And I start on the last tab I have on the page is 5/8 pairs. And remember on the bottom 4 strings, it's 4 frets apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 strings apart. And slide up, we're in A, and we can go up to the next strings. And now it's 2 frets apart on the top 2 sets. Remember we're doing this. All this is a scale. The middle position that I showed you and gave you a paper for, the 3 position scales of A minor. And I'm starting the high E. So, all those scales you can do with the A minor, and I'll just play it a little bit here. You can keep playing that scale. Don't have to change a thing, just keep playing that A minor. So, work it out. Talk to you later.